What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph!
You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey, everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight, alright, coming back to Coheed and Cambria. Yes, indeed, Coheed and Cambria fans, feeling you. Come on now. Here we go. Before we go any further, for those of you who are feeling inclined to doing all of the clicks and the likes and the bibbidi-bobbidi-bop, do me a favor, before you do all that stuff, please watch the whole video first, okay? Give me a chance to actually earn those clicks and likes. Now, after the video's done, if you still feel like doing all those clicks and likes, then by all means, feel free to click away. This comes as a request from Joey Resnick, and Joey wanted to see me react to this song by Coheed and Cambria called Window of the Waking Mind. Now, have I heard this song before? No, I have not. To the best of my knowledge, this does not resonate with me in any way, shape, or form. However, there's always a possibility I may have heard the song in passing and I just don't realize it. So as always, if I start listening to the song and I suddenly go, wait a second, I recognize this song, I'll let you know.
That's the truth.
You know me, I'm going to be honest with you guys. Let's see, this was posted by Coheed and Cambria, no surprise there. And the video has 184,000 views. It'll get you there. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. Link to the original video will be down below in the video description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? Are you ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, here we go. Coheed and Cambria, Window of the Waking Mind, official audio. Wah, wah, wah.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, dying times here.
Yeah, it's that word official. I know it's just the audio, guys, but even the audio can get copyright claimed, and always does. But even it can lead to having, takedown orders and even getting copyright strikes. So the word official is there coming off of their official page. I just got to be careful, and let's just hope for the best and see what happens. All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
Nice orchestrals.
Time has a funny way of playing jokes on you while you're waiting for what you think you know will happen next is never what you could have come to expect, and so it goes. And so it goes. Deep inside his eyes, I see myself. every cell, imprisoned with his wild visions of every time and space. There's no one in this world quite like him. The thing that complicates it is his.
I am enjoying this, but not as much as I have enjoyed the last two songs I've heard from Coheed and Cambria. Taking those two and this one, if I were to rank them, I would put this at the bottom. This would be number 3. There's a lot of layering going on, a lot of voicings that are being doubled and redoubled, and then split and harmonized, and all the orchestrations, and there's got to be, at minimum, just at minimum, I'm willing to bet there's probably at least 50 layers, maybe 60 at least. I'm willing to bet there might be as many as 80 layers going on at any given time in this song. Vocally, with all those harmonies, with all the vocalizational harmonies, it definitely is giving off Queen vibes, which I can absolutely appreciate. Some really nice play with feel. I like how they switched up time signature, actually, going from 4/4, they went to that 6/8 section, and then from the 6/8 they went right back to 4/4 with that 8th note pattern. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and it just led right in. That was really nice, very smooth. If you blink, you'll miss it. It's interesting. It sounds good. I personally have enjoyed the last 2 songs I've heard from Coheed and Cambria way more than this one. But that's not to say that they're doing a bad job here. They're not. I'm just saying on a personal level, I've enjoyed the other 2 more. So anyway, let's keep going and let's see where this goes.
Who they are, the law they made to run from, beyond the house of the stars. The birth must be in secret, so no prying eyes can see. There's no one else this world quite like him. Our pride and joy, are you there? Are you in there safe and sound? Tell us what you need so we can help you. We don't know what to do. We don't know what to do. Patronizing doctors with their diagnostic leads. Carry on your query. It's blood, the boy, he bleeds. But you can't see him like you. So monster he must be. There's no one in this world quite like him.
Back to the 6 again.
Vaxxers, can you see us with your eyes? Vaxxers, can you hear us with your ears? Is this right to calculate his moments? To find what's normal is being normal. What's wrong? this child of ours. I'll take you home. With all my love, I'll give you the world and keep no secrets from you. So life gets tough, but it's no excuse or your fault. My brightest star, shine your light on us all. Am I wrong, or did he save me? Shine your love on all these crazy eyes. Says you got a mosquito. Says you got a wish. You'll probably set them free.
I didn't see a shuffle feel coming. That was a nice surprise. That was a very pleasant surprise. The rest of it, not all that surprising, if I'm being honest. The whole orchestration thing was a little bit of a shock at first, but hearing it develop, they're following. It's almost like they're following the playbook that every band that uses orchestrations have ever followed. Whether that be Dream Theater, whether that be Kiss, whether that be Alice Cooper, whether that be Styx, it doesn't matter. Whatever band it is that utilizes orchestrations, they have all followed this same formula. And I hate to say this, but they're following the playbook to the T, step by step. So it is sounding, I hate to say this, but it is sounding a little mundane. It sounds like it's been done before, because it has. But that's okay. I mean, it sounds good. It's being done very pleasingly to the ear. I mean, everything makes sense. Everything's flowing really well. But if you're going to ask me if this is impressive, I hate to say it, but my answer is going to be no, because I've heard it before. I've heard other bands do it just as well. There's other things that they are doing though, like switching between the 4/4 and the 6/8 at the exact same tempo, so that the 6/8 notes transition into the 8/8 notes just smooth as glass. And if you're not paying attention, you'll miss it. Or like shifting up the feel. Now we're doing this shuffle feel. That I haven't been ready for. That's been different. Yes, I appreciate it. But as far as like the orchestrations themselves go, no, nothing all that impressive. It's old hat, So sounds good, sounds full, sounds big. Doesn't sound new though. If I'm being honest, it kind of sounds a little dated. So anyway, let's finish this off and we'll get to the review here.
To the team, don't you go. The lioness sleeps, my boy. It's okay to cry. I'm telling you, I'm telling
See how the end. We got a minute to go. That's good. See how they're gonna end this. Should have seen that coming. leave us hanging? Really? Okay. Kind of a jerk move, but it's effective. It is, but it is definitely a jerk move. You have this big, grandiose orchestral piece growing and growing and growing to an apex, and then it just stops. No payoff. I don't know if I'm a fan of that. Yeah, I think I know what I'm gonna say. Let me get my thoughts together. Let me just make sure I didn't miss anything. I'll see you in the review and we'll talk about it. Well, there you go, folks. That was Coheed and Cambria with Window of the Waking Mind. This was a request from Joey Resnick. Okay, I have the score. It makes perfect sense to me. It's going to require a little explanation, but not a ton. So let's get to it and let's see how this rolls. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give that an 8.1. Yep, 8.1. I feel good about that score. Let me tell you why.
Why?
Okay, first things first, an 8.1, what does that mean? Well, an 8.1 would translate to a great scale rating because overall I think this was a great song. It would also give 4 to 5 stars and an A- letter grade. So there you go, an 8.1, great scale rating, 4 to 5 stars, and an A- letter grade. Now, how did I come up with that score? So glad you asked. Like I said during my reaction, out of the last 3 now, the last 3 reactions I've done from Coheed and Cambria, I can honestly say this is probably my least favorite out of the 3, and I have my reasons. The orchestrations. Listen, I will give absolute credit where credit's due. Very well done. Okay, the orchestrations were really nicely done, very well written and well arranged, knowing what notes they wanted to have played and then assigning the appropriate and proper instrumentation to cover those notes. I think they did a fine job with the orchestration. Okay, I do. Having said that, I'm going to also throw a little warning out to Coheed and Cambria. Don't become Dream Theater. Okay? What I mean by that is this. One of Dream Theater's probably most static albums they ever recorded was a double album called 6 Degrees of Inner Turbulence. Now, the first disc everybody loved. That was pretty much universal across the board. Disc 1, everybody loved it. The Glass Prison, The Great Debate. Every song on that disc, everybody loved. There was no discussion on that disc whatsoever other than heaping praise upon it. The second disc, on the other hand, there was a lot of controversy on this. A lot of Dream Theater fans were torn. And basically, civil war broke out amongst Dream Theater fans. Dream Theater becoming almost like Broadway. Dream Theater starting to write songs in a manner that would fit with musicals. What's Dream Theater trying to do? Are they trying to bridge that gap between classical music and metal? You know, what are they trying to do? And then you had the other fans who just flat out hated it, and the other fans who flat out loved it. I was kind of in the middle. I was kind of like, I see what they're trying to do. They're trying to incorporate and recapture that magic in the bottle that they had with Scenes from a Memory. They're trying to get that back again. Writing another concept album, number 1. Writing a disc 2 was a concept, and a lot of attention, a lot of effort put into orchestrals. Now, like this, the orchestrals sounded good. They were very well written, very well organized, very well constructed, very well arranged, big, full sounding, dramatic. Yes, it was all of that, just like this was. The only thing was, this is where a lot of people point the finger. is that that disc, disc 2, and start to say this is where Dream Theater started to jump the shark. This is where far more attention was put into arrangement and not so much attention was put into songwriting. How we're going to take a song and we're going to make it as big and as full and as many layers and as many voices as we possibly can, when all we wanted as Dream Theater fans was a simple D chord that would crush our ribs. And instead we get flutes and oboes and clarinets and bassoons and bass clarinets and piccolos and, you know, violins and violas and cellos and French horns. And, you know, it became too much emphasis on orchestrals. And I hate to say this, but I really hope this does not become a trend with Coheed and Cambria. Now, I don't know this particular song. Was this song written and recorded before the other two songs that I've heard from them? Or did this song come after those other two songs? Because those other two songs, I really enjoyed them, and I really appreciated them. This one, I enjoyed it, and I did appreciate it, but I appreciated it for the arrangement and not so much the songwriting. And this is where the tie-in with disc 2 of 6 Degrees of Inner Turbulence comes into play. It wasn't so much about the songwriting that was impressive to me. It was the arrangement that was impressive to me. The songwriting, comparatively to the other two songs, this song was kind of passe-ish. I hate to say it, but I've heard other bands do it. And I'm going to say this, and I really hope I don't offend too many people when I say this, but I've heard other bands do it better when it comes to orchestrations, Dream Theater. I mean, that album, like I said, controversial a little bit, yes, but I mean, there's no denying it was very well arranged and very well written, and that album did better than this one did. So I don't know, man. I don't know about this one, but what was there was done well. The usage of play with feel, switching between time signature, actually between 4/4 and 6/8, but in such a way that it all was based around those 8 notes. You had the 6/8 notes in the 6/8 section without changing a beat, without changing tempo whatsoever, just lined right up into the 8/8 notes of 4/4. If you blink, you'll miss it, and that was really cool. I mean, that was a nice little thing to catch. As far as instrumentation goes, I already talked at length about the layering. It was very well done, very full sounding, very powerful sounding, but I just really feel like there was too much attention put on them. Remember, Coheed and Cambria is a rock band at their heart. They're a metal band. They're a progressive rock band. They are not an orchestra, and they really put a lot of attention on those orchestrations. So vocally, I was really getting Queen vibes, man. At times, they were doing those layered harmonies, and I'm just like, wow, that's very Queen-ish. But they did it well, so I'm not mad at it. They did it really well. But overall, it is a great song. It is. If you were to ask me, is it my favorite song from Coheed and Cambria? No. As a matter of fact, it's at the bottom. This is my 4th reaction now in total to Coheed and Cambria, and I can honestly say this is at the bottom. It is, as far as in personal enjoyment goes. But there's no denying it. From a technical standpoint, looking at the songwriting, most importantly, looking at the arranging, they did a great job. So that's why I'm giving this an 8.1. I feel good about that score, and that's where we're going to stay. So let's wrap everything up here in a nice shiny bow, shall we? We have an 8.1, which is a great skill rating, 4 out of 5 stars, and an A- letter grade. Take your pick. I don't care, whichever one of those floats your boat. Final word, final score, I have spoken. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hope you all enjoyed the show. Hope I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, I did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you guys feel like joining the fan base, go ahead and click on that button down there. If you guys want to like the video, go ahead and like the video. If you guys want to ring the bell, go ahead and ring the bell. It honestly doesn't make any difference at all to me, but if you guys feel like doing these things, well then by all means, feel free to do so. Well, that's going to do it for tonight, folks. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.